Hi guys, it's Andy Black here, and on behalf of myself and Simon Warner, I would like to thank you for checking out our new software launch, Keyword Digger Pro. Keyword Digger Pro is a unique keyword research software tool that you can use to find highly relevant keywords with simple filtering and saving options. It has a one-click analysis feature to identify the level of competition for each keyword, and it also has a one-click content research feature to retrieve relevant textual content, videos and products. It's a one-of-a-kind software tool that takes the user from finding the right keywords to finding relevant content for those keywords. It's a full complete process that saves time, and it basically allows each user to find, analyse and research content all within the same software tool. Quick overview of Keyword Digger Pro with a quick software demo. Okay, so this is a front-end version of Keyword Digger Pro, so I'm going to try and keep this as brief as possible. I am known to ramble on, so I'll try and trim it down so I don't bore you guys too quickly. Okay, so once you've opened the software, you've got a choice of first setting some options, which I've already set here. This is for the content research part, okay, and your Amazon affiliate links. Okay, you can choose to import some keywords. So if you've already got a list of keywords from another third-party software or from the Google keyword tool, you can choose to import that, or you can use the software itself to retrieve relevant keywords from Google. So I'm going to show you this feature and we'll kick off with this part. So I'll use weight loss, popular keyword. You can put longer tailed keywords in here. It doesn't have to be a broad keyword, but this is just for a quick demonstration. And then you just choose how many levels deep you want the software to crawl. So I'm going to select 4 levels deep. And then you just click the dig tool button, and then the software starts crawling Google and starts collecting all of these keywords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pause the video quickly. It only takes half a minute or a minute or so. So I'm going to pause the video and then we'll come back to it. Okay, the software has finished processing. And as we can see here, it has retrieved 147 keywords from my seed keyword, which was weight loss. So if I scroll down here, you will see all of these keywords. Now what the user has an option of doing is doing a bit of sorting and filtering. Okay, so users can instantly sort alphabetically. You just click the process button and you will see that the list is now in alphabetical order. If you want to sort it by broad keywords through to long tails or the opposite direction, you just select sort by word count, click the button again and you will see that it goes from your broad there, and at the top we have the long tail keywords. So these are the kind of keywords that someone would really want to be analysing. Okay, now the saving feature within this software is very easy because it's a one-click process. So there's an export button, you just click that button once, and then what happens here, a link will appear that will take you direct to the data folder where you can access all of your data files, which are just text files. So we can see here that it also named the file for me as well. So we've got weight loss and then in brackets 146 words.txt. Okay, so if I click on that link and go through to weight loss 146 words.txt, you will see there's my text file with all of these keywords. So I'll close that a second, and what we can do then is you can also, if you've got a use for changing the case of the keywords, you can simply do that. So you will see it's now upper and lower case. It depends whether you've got a use for that. If you're wanting to create a version to insert straight into your post titles or anything like that, then you can save time by generating a list like that as well. If we then want to filter the list just to include keywords that have a specific word in there, then we can do that by entering the keyword in here, select my long tails again and click process. As you can see there, 22 keywords, and all of these include the word pills. Again, one click save and it will save that to a file within our data folder. Okay, so once we've done that, what you can do then is move to the analyze and content part of the software, which is where it gets interesting. So we'll do that. So we'll click on the gather content analyze competition, and it'll open up another dialog box, and you will see all the keywords there. And then what we do here is first we want to analyze a keyword. So for this example, we will just use, let's see, I'll use Atkins diet. Okay, we wouldn't be looking at targeting this keyword, but it's just as an example for this demonstration. So we'll click the analyze button, and then what the software will do, it will start retrieving some stats and information for that keyword, and it will analyze the top 10 results. So we can see here for the keyword Atkins diet, the phrase match, so there's over 3 million, nearly 3.5 million results which are phrase match, and then we've got in title match 180,000. So that isn't a keyword that we would generally look at targeting. It'll be quite a hard keyword. Then underneath here you will see some data for the top 10 results. Okay, so the first column, I'll try and be as quickly as possible with this. So we've got the source code column. So basically these numbers in this column here are the number of instances that are found within the whole source code of the page of the keyword Atkins diet. So if these have got high numbers in, then obviously these are optimized for this particular keyword. If you hover over these, you will see the URL of the actual ranked page. So at number 1 we have atkins.com, atkins.com again, then Wikipedia, and if you click on that link it will open up the actual ranked page within a new window for you to, if you want to have a look at the website. Okay, the title column, quite explanatory I think, self-explanatory. If it's got a cross, it means that the keyword Atkins diet does not exist. As you can see, Home Atkins with a little trademark symbol. If it's a tick, you will see Atkins diet and weight loss program, so on. So we can see here that most of the top 10 results here include Atkins diet within a title. So that shows that the competition is high for this keyword, right? We've got meta description. The same applies here. If it's a cross, it means that it's not included within the description. If there's a tick, it means that there is. And again, you can hover over and see the description of that is used for each of these pages. The fourth column is header tags. The numbers here only indicates header tags that have been found to have this keyword in again. So if it's 0, it doesn't mean that there isn't any header tags on that page. It just means that there's no header tags that include the target keyword that we're researching. So if you hover over here, you will see the tags that are used. Okay, so you can have an idea on how they've optimized the page for the Atkins diet keyword. Again, alt tags, you will see there's only one page here that has an alt image tag with Atkins diet in it. Again, anchor text, if you hover over, you will see the anchor text that is used with backlinks that include the Atkins diet keyword. And then on this column here, we've got domain page rank, so you can see that all of these top ranked websites are all got some decent PR. I mean, we've got PR8, PR8, which is obviously Wikipedia, PR8 there, PR6, and even a PR9 up the bottom here, which is youtube.com, which leads us onto the last column. So we've also got the page rank, of the actual ranked URL as well here. So not just the domain, the page rank. The last column is a YouTube column. Okay, now this is particularly useful if you're wanting to find keywords that you want to rank videos for in the top 10. Okay, if you find a keyword that isn't really the top 10 websites aren't optimized for, and there's no YouTube icon here, then it means that it's going to be a lot easier for you to create a video, optimize it for the keyword, and get it ranked within the top 10. But if you find the icon here, it means that this is a YouTube video. And if you hover over it, you will see the views. This one is over 400,000, and it also tells you the tags that are used. Now, these tags aren't commonly available within YouTube themselves, so if you actually visit that video, there'll be nowhere visible on that page that will tell you the tags, but this software will actually extract the tags that are used within that video, so you can see what sort of keywords the person has optimized that video for, so you can see whether they are actually trying to target this particular keyword. But ideally you don't want to be seeing any YouTube icons in here. Okay, so that's the analyze button. Sorry if I've rattled on for too long. It is a common problem of mine, I seem to do. So I'll move that aside and we'll look at the the content button. So once you've found a keyword that is suitable to target, you just then click the content button. So I'll do that with the Atkins diet one again. So once you've clicked the content button, the software will then go out and retrieve lots of content from the internet. So if I scroll down here, you will see that it's got quite a lot of content there based on the options that are set in the options menu. So I'll start from the top and explain what it's got. The first content is from Easy in Articles. So we can see we've got a title, we've got the article body, the content here. We've got the link, the original link that links to the original article within Easy in Articles. And we've got 3 of those because I had 3 set in my options. Then we've got Yahoo Answers, which is a great source for doing some research. You can get lots of good ideas from Yahoo Answers, and also some good answers as well, which gives different opinions and different angles to go at. So basically what it returns is lots of good information that you can either use for research, so if you want to craft your own article posts or put together your own content page, then you can basically pick out ideas from this research, or you may choose to use some of this content and actually curate the content, hence why it's got the original URLs in here. So you've got the top questions, and with that you've got the best answers here, and then you've got the additional answers which the questions might have as well, and you can set up to 10 as well with the answers. So you can set for each of these 4 elements, 4 sources, you can choose to pull up to 10 back. Then we've got Amazon products. Again, we've got product title, and also we've got the product URL. Now if you've added an affiliate ID within the options, then it will automatically append that affiliate ID into the URL, making them affiliate links. So you can add them into your blog posts. And then last but not least, we've got YouTube. So at the top of each listing that it returns, we've got a little preview video. So if you wanted to have a quick look,
the world's most beautiful and famous.
So you can have a scan over the video if you want to see what the video content is like. Then again, you've got the video title, you've got the description for that video. You've also got a HTML image tag that you can copy and paste into your web page, and basically that will generate a thumbnail of this of the video itself. It includes the original video URL, the iframe embed code. So if you want to copy and paste that into a blog post or a web page, then you can embed the video directly using this code. And also it tells you what the view count is as well. So if you want to see how popular a video is, then it'll give you an indication of that by seeing the number of views it's had. And again, it'll repeat that for however number you have selected. So that's how it retrieves content. But what you can do then is, if you want to save this to take a look later when you're preparing your blog posts or whatever you want to do with this content, it has a one-click export content feature as well. So if I just click that, you will see there that it comes up with a graphic that says content saved, open data folder. So if I click on that and then go to content and Atkins diet, you can see it here. It has basically retrieved all that content and it's saved it to a text file. So you can either save that for your own research, or if you have an outsourcer that builds microsites for you or writes articles, you can simply email these text files and you're giving them a lot of content ideas to be able to put together your web pages for your articles or whatever you're paying them to do. Okay, so that's how it does that. So the whole process to retrieve and save this content is literally 2 clicks. So the user, after they've found their keywords and they've analysed the keywords and have found a keyword that they want to build a blog post, write a blog post about, then they can just, it's literally 1 click to retrieve the content, and then a 2nd click to save that content, which is pretty good in terms of ease and quickness.